How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, you see me sticking up for criminals and prisoners and stuff like that. I can't for this scumbag, guys. Really annoys me, this case. A 67-year-old retired restaurant owner from Wrexham in North Wales. There's actually a prison in North Wales, in Wrexham, called H&P Berwyn. It's a super prison. Super in only its size and its failing, guys. But this guy broke into his house. The man rang the police. The police said, carry out your own inquiries. Days later, the 67-year-old man was murdered in his own home by the same kid. Shocking. Police said to him, we don't have the manpower or the resources. Carry out your own inquiries. But then if you carry out your own inquiries or you get hold of the burglar and you fuck him up, you get arrested and they try to do you for fucking, do you know what I mean? If you're trying to stab him, they'll try and do you for a GBH, or if you do stab him, they'll do you for a GBH or attempt murder. Vigilantes, guys, you're going to see a lot of it in the future. But this 67-year-old man paid with his life. Anyway, let's read the story. Headline reads, robbery victim who was asked to make own inquiries ended up brutally murdered. A retired businessman told by police to make his own inquiries after he was robbed was bludgeoned to death by the same suspect just days later. Jordan Davidson, scumbag you can see at the start, 25, battered Nicholas Churton, 67, with a hammer and hacked him with a machete in his own flat. But days previous, when Mr. Churton, a retired restaurant owner from Wrexham, North Wales, told the police the intruder had tried to steal his television and take his house keys, it was recorded as theft rather than the more serious offence of robbery. Davidson, a serious criminal and convicted burglar, had been hauled before magistrates for breaching his parole that same week but was let free. The thug from Wrexham was later jailed for life for the 2017 murder and attacking a police officer. However, a damning report released today slammed the police response and said two of the officers involved, one of whom is a sergeant, should face misconduct hearings. Guarantee you straight they won't. The IOPC, or the Independent Office for Police Conduct, concluded that the officer had failed to record details of a neighbour who may have had information about Davidson and had wrongly not identified Mr. Churton as vulnerable. Its director from Wales, Catherine Evans, said police requesting a vulnerable victim of crime to carry out his own line of inquiries themselves to find out who the offender was has, in my view, the potential to increase the risk to the victim. A call handler who took the initial call on the 14th of March 2017 left their role in August 2018. North Wales Police Superintendent Dan Tipton said, I recognise this is a difficult time for Mr. Churton's family, and I know how important it is for the family to fully understand the circumstances leading up to his tragic death. Since Mr. Churton's murder, we have reviewed our policies and procedures in relation to risk assessment, following calls made to our control room and the deployment of officers. We will now be holding a number of formal disciplinary proceedings in line with the Independent of Police Conduct's recommendations. Too little, too late for Mr. Churton and Mr. Churton's family. I hope this kid's in jail. I hope he's in general population, and I hope he gets his arse handed to him. 67-year-old guy. Guys, if you go into someone's house and it's a pensioner, right? I don't condone people stealing, right? But if you're going to go into someone's property, say, right, let me get a drink of water, guys. My mouth's like fucking, it sounds like I've been swallowing. Right? That's not any better, is it? So yeah, don't hurt the person. You know what I mean, obviously, if they go for you, you can just push them back and stuff like that. 25-year-old man versus 67-year-old man. See what I'm saying? This is where you're going to see vigilantes and you're going to see people taking the law into their own hands to defend their castle, which we've seen earlier this year when an old man stabbed to death a traveller. He came downstairs, found two travellers in his property. One ran off, he stabbed the other one to death. Yeah. If someone breaks into your house, are you defending your castle? I speak to prisoners' girlfriends that literally would I'd drag him upstairs and I would do him in. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to protect your castle. Now, the police are obviously, what they're saying by investigate this yourself is, we don't have the manpower or the resources to investigate. You investigate, which is disgusting, guys. A robbery is a serious offence. The person had taken his keys and must have gone back into the house to continue because the old man was seen as vulnerable. They target people that are old and vulnerable because there's less of the chance of resistance and stuff like that. Like I say, if you take the law into your own hands, you get arrested. You ring the police and try to do it legally. They tell you to investigate it yourself. Shocking, appalling case. And I hope this individual, I hope this Jordan Davidson, right, who I put at the start of the video, I hope he gets a kicking in prison. Some prisons, you get a kicking for that. Other prisons, they'd let it slide. I'd attack him on sight. Attacking a 67, you guys have got, your mums and dads might be that age. If you're younger, you might have a granddad that's that age. Do you know what I'm saying? Over of TV, he's obviously a drug addict or something, trying to score some fucking brown or some fucking white, crack or heroin for those that don't know. Disgusting case, guys. Shocking, appalled, disgusted. My thoughts are with Mr. Churton's family. God bless him, may rest in peace. Sickening. Take the law into your own hands. You're a criminal and you could end up in prison. Ring the police and they tell you to investigate yourself. Can't win. That's why you're going to see vigilantes, guys. The police, the streets are running fair. Like the streets are like the police are a non-entity on our streets. Community police stations are closed down. Frontline police has been decimated. Youths are running feral, guys, right? And it's a green light for criminals across the board to commit offences. Simple as that. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.